Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3D Tech Fest 2023. It's good to, I can't actually see you all, but it's good to have you all joining us. Please let us know in the comments where you are. I'm assuming that for some of you, it's morning. For others of you, it's a late afternoon. And for me, well, it's very late at night, about 9 o'clock, as a matter of fact. So I will be here very late. Please do feel free to make comments over the course of the night. I need all your best wishes to keep me awake. So engage me. This is a bit unscripted, so we can pivot whenever you like, and hopefully ask questions, especially during the break. Tonight's going to be a little different than last night. Last night was all about innovation. We covered everything from real-time presentation or real-time rendering to AI, and we're really thinking about the future of where this industry is going. Tonight, it's going to be more about the nuts and bolts, and specifically, we can go ahead and start the presentation now. And specifically, how all of this works in practice, how DPC, how digital transformation works in practice. And let me go ahead and go to the next screen. So first of all, I want to give you a little bit of background in case you don't know who I am. Really quickly, started a long time ago in this industry, 1996. Started with 3D digital product creation in 2000, and then leading big digital transformation programs in 2015. So hopefully there's some questions that you can try to stump me with tonight. So I want to start by asking a question to these folks, to all of you who are on board with us tonight. That question is, what question should you be asking when you dive into the world of digital design, digital product creation? What most people think is the question, what software should I buy? In fact, that's where I started 25 years ago, is thinking, what software should I buy? That's the first thing I did. That is actually not the question you should be asking. The question that you should be asking is, what problem am I trying to solve? And I think that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, is not just about how you use software or how the technology works, but how you approach this world of what I would call digital transformation or digital product creation with what problem am I trying to solve. So we'll be starting out by hearing from an expert on the supply chain. We'll be then moving into digital materials. We'll be hearing from experts around big brands. We'll be telling you how they're using and how they're approaching solving this problem. And then we'll be finishing it up with a number of technology explorations, including rendering. So it should be exciting. So that's the question we should be asking. What problem are we trying to solve? So I want you to be thinking to yourselves over the course of the night of what is that problem with your brand or you personally that you're trying to solve with these tool sets. Let me give you some examples. So I know based upon what we saw last night, there's many digital tech designers here. You'll probably be wanting to spend more time focusing on fit, and digital creation will allow you to do that. Another question that you might be asking is, how do I want to reduce the number of physical prototypes and reduce waste? So that's another problem you may be solving. But I would challenge you over the course of the evening to even think a little bit more big picture. So once you've got all of these assets that you've created with digital product creation, what can you do with them? What other problems can you solve? So maybe you want to create a visual decision-making platform that you can use all the way from concept to e-commerce. Maybe you want to bite off the really big one, which is you want to take your seasonal calendar from 18 to 24 months down to under 10. Obviously, that would be that's probably the most difficult problem that you possibly can solve in our industry. But and you'll probably need more than digital product creation to do it. But I think it's a problem worth solving. So when I look at the industry, there's also some things that, and I know many other people, because I've talked to a lot of you about this, how do we actually change the industry? So there's the problems that us as a brand needs to solve, or as a business needs to solve. But what are the problems that the industry needs to solve in general? So Differentiation. A lot of times we design off of comp products. We're trying to follow the trend, and you end up with a lack of differentiation within the fashion industry. Problem number one, pollution. We have a lot of the ways that we design, a lot of the dyeing. I'm not going to go into all of the details here, but we need to challenge ourselves to be doing things in a way that's more sustainable, that's better for the environment. We also need to get after overproduction. So many of brands will just spray an enormous amount of product out into the marketplace, hoping something sticks. And when it doesn't, that overproduction needs to either get sent to a landfill or destroyed. So those are some problems we can solve, I think, with digital creation. I think we also need to take a look at long supply chains. Right now, if you think about it, a lot of products will circumnavigate the world. Some of them even meant multiple times, depending upon where they go, if they're going to be destroyed. We need to be thinking about that. And finally, if we're creating all of these digital assets, all of these great tools to engage the consumer, how do we change the digital experience? Now, for those of you that know me, the digital experience is a pet peeve, or I should say a soapbox item of mine. I'm not I feel like the same e-commerce model that we're using today is the one that was invented by Amazon back in 1996 or 98, I suppose. So that's how do we overcome that 25 years of ingrained digital experiences and do something different, do something exciting, and really engage, gamify the shopping model, and use the digital experience more to just make it easier to for the consumer to make decisions, but truly give them a brand experience. So that's as much as you're going to get off of my soapbox for tonight. So again, let's wanted to make sure that all of you do ask questions, engage the speakers. There are some of them who have lots of knowledge. All of them have lots of knowledge, but all of them are eager to answer your questions. And so do dive in. That's it for me.